Hey everyone, welcome to today's explainer. We are jumping right into what I like to call the literal engines of learning in behavioral science, respondent and operant conditioning. Whether you're, say, prepping for your board exams or you're already out there working in the field, figuring out exactly how organisms adapt and learn, it's just absolutely fascinating. So let's dive right in and dissect these two foundational concepts together and really see what makes them tick. Now look at this quote. If you confuse these, you will misidentify the function of almost every behavior you see. Okay, I know, that's a pretty bold claim, right? But honestly, it hits the nail right on the head. It highlights just how unbelievably high the stakes are here for you. Because if we don't draw a super clean boundary line between these two mechanisms, trying to analyze behavior is going to be like walking through a maze blindfolded. Let's make sure we draw that line perfectly today. All right, section 1, respondent, the involuntary reflex.
Okay, the absolute critical keyword I need you to lock in right here is elicited. Respondent conditioning is all about involuntary behavior that is elicited by a preceding stimulus. It's basically a purely biological reflex, like bam, a loud noise goes off and you jump out of your skin, right? You didn't sit there, weigh your options, analyze the room's acoustics, and decide, hey, I think I'll jump now. No way. Your biology completely hijacked the system. It's an automatic, immediate reaction where the environment is totally pulling the strings.
So let's look at how those mechanics actually play out in real life through what we call stimulus-stimulus pairing. It's kind of like a little mini story. In step 1, a bell rings right before a shock happens, and over time, that bell becomes this really ominous predictor of the shock. So by step 2, the bell alone causes the flinch. The really, really important thing to notice here is that there are absolutely zero consequences shaping this action. That preceding stimulus, the bell, dictates the involuntary response 100%. It's just this incredibly elegant, almost mechanical biological loop. Moving right along to section 2, operant, the voluntary choice. All right, now our crucial keyword shifts entirely to emitted. Operant conditioning is all about voluntary behavior that is emitted by an organism. So unlike a reflex that just sort of happens to you, this is an active, completely intentional choice. You are operating on your environment because you want to produce a consequence. You walk into a dark room, you flip a light switch because you want the light to come on, right? The behavior is shaped by what happens after it. It is not forced by what happens before it. Let's trace this response-consequence feedback loop to really see it in action. So step 1. A student actively chooses to raise their hand. Step 2, the teacher rewards them, maybe gives them a token, a sticker, whatever it might be. Step 3, because of that awesome positive consequence, that student's hand raising goes way up in the future. It's actually super fascinating when you think about it because the consequence is literally the fuel that drives the entire machine of voluntary choice. You try something, the environment pushes back with a reward or maybe a penalty, and you adjust. Simple as that. Which brings us to section 3, reflex versus choice. Seeing these two pillars slammed side by side like this, the contrast is incredibly stark, isn't it? Over on the left side, we've got respondent conditioning. It's a reflex, it is elicited, and it is built purely on stimulus-stimulus pairing. But then you look over on the right side at operant conditioning. It's a choice, it is emitted, and it is totally driven by response-consequence pairing. Seriously, getting really comfortable with these specific pairings, that is the ultimate secret to demystifying those super tricky Domain B items on your exam. It just clears the fog right up. All right, final stretch. Section 4, master your discrimination skills. This all leaves us with the ultimate mental filter. The golden rule, really. Is it a reflex or a choice for a consequence? Whenever you are looking at a new complex behavior out in the wild, just run it through this exact filter. It literally clarifies almost everything. Was it forced by biology? Boom, it's respondent. Was it done to get a specific result? It's operant. Just taking a split second to ask yourself this one simple question is going to unlock some incredibly accurate behavioral analysis for you. Well, now it is time to actually put these concepts to the test. I want you to head over to the secure portal at BxMeducation.com, absolutely crush today's BxM quiz block, and unlock the Master Explainer module. But hey, before you log off, I want to leave you with something to chew on. Think about your own habits today. Honestly, how much of what you did was truly a voluntary choice, and how much was just a conditioned reflex? Really makes you think, doesn't it? Keep learning, keep analyzing, and thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.